I'm live. She's talking to the cat, not me. So that's not how she talks to me. Let's see. Dude, it's too hot. I'm gonna turn this off. The Troot Trill for 2 beans. I don't know if you're here right now, so I'll kind of hold off on it. What's up, Silver Days? Maltheo says, bro, why he got a stream right at 7 when I get off work? By the time I get home, he's almost done streaming. Well, I have to stream after work on weekdays, so I'm sorry, but you could always put me on your phone and connect to the car, you know. But yeah, I mean on Monday through Friday it's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then on the weekends it's morning time. So hey buddy. What's up, JR4? JR4 doesn't think we're gonna break out of this bear flag. I hope it does, because look at Elon. I don't even want to look at it, but look at Elon. This is actually going to break down. Are we really going to go back to 40? Are we going to actually go to 41? That's a legitimate area of support. So Fernando says, what's up? What's up, Fernando? Welcome to the live stream. JR Ford, send it down. Let's go. Vegeta says, we still stuck in the shadow realm. I know. My portfolio is still in the shadow realm for sure. I mean, just last year, what was it? Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, January of last year. Wow. Man. It's been 12 months, just 12 months of selling. It's just brutal. It's a 10x back up to 63. Wow. Oh, man. We still suck in the shadow realm. I drew a prediction that Ethereum is currently following. Shirley Fortress says STETH rat / WPLS chart is on Dex Screener. Do your own research. Look at it. Look into it. Yeah, bro. I'm not gambling, but if you want me to take a look at your coins, just let me know. Steth. Like, what is this? Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at this. I guess your gamble paid off, but it's not like yeah, it just did a 10x overnight. What? It did a 10x overnight, man. Congratulations. Wow. And it's only a 2 million market cap. So it did 150x. And then it went down 98%, and then it did a 12x. So really, it just depends on when you're buying. So if you're buying Dogelon now, you got to capitalize on this massive move that's incoming. So I should probably just make a Dogelon video really quick just to get it out of the way. Taking a look at Dogelon Mars on the live stream, so still making a video even though it's bearish, because obviously when we do get some sort of reversal, I don't want to be that guy who just posts when we're bullish. But also just keep in mind, I've been posting Dogelon Mars content weekly on Saturdays, and also outside of that since 2023. So if you know, you know. If not, no worries. I know sometimes people get toxic in the chat, but in the comments. But anyways, getting back to the TA and the areas that I'm looking out for. So it does look like the moving averages are flattening out. So we should, in theory, get a move. I think it's to the upside. I think it's a reversal back up to on the shorter time frame. It's going to be in this box, which is why I have it boxed in at 7 zeros 91 to 13. But same. With that being said, I think that if it goes up to this level, this is resistance. We could still get stuck here, validate this huge downtrend that we're in, and actually break down and come back to a low, make a lower low. That's scenario one. Scenario two would be we're just bearish, and our next landing pad is going to be 7 zeros 49, unfortunately. So that would be worst case scenario. But best case scenario is we actually break out of this area and break this downtrend that we're in. But second best case scenario is we get some sort of relief rally. That way, when we do get that Bitcoin drop, we at least start forming hopefully higher lows, and we start creating some sort of uptrend, and we can start looking at possibly getting the bull run for Dogelon Mars. But obviously nothing's bullish right now, but a couple of things to note is that the moving averages are flattening out, which do indicate that there is a big move coming. And then on the weekly, we are extremely oversold. So just keep in mind that this does generally mark a bottom. So I do think that we are putting in a bottom now before this next move up. And we're going to have to see how high that move up is going to be, hopefully. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Hopefully we could turn the ship around. But until then, we are unfortunately still headed to our target in here. So I'll keep you updated. Thank you so much for all your support, and I will catch you in the next video. Sorry guys, I had to just get that out of the way. Doge to 5 cents in the future. You guys need to let go of this awful bull market so we can get a real one. Yeah, seriously. I don't know where Doge is headed. Yeah, I think Doge is headed actually. Sorry, I think Doge is headed way less than that, but I could be wrong. Yeah, we came up into our box. Taking a look at Dogecoin on the live stream. So we actually came up. We retested this area, which we have boxed as resistance, and we got rejected. So as of right now, let me just redraw the chart. Actually, I really don't need to redraw the chart because everything is still valid. So this isn't good. Obviously, we had a pretty good pump. It was around 34%, and then obviously sellers and traders started taking profits, getting some sort of correction. I guess on the very shorter time frame, you are still holding key support on the shorter time frame for a continuation up over 13 cents 90. If 13 cents 90 breaks, we are going to get a deeper correction to 12 cents 30 to 12 cents 90. And then if that area breaks, then obviously we're going to refill this purple box on the bigger time frame and actually fill this wick at 10 cents. But don't give up yet. We still have a chance of breaking out of this downtrend if we do hold the 382 support on the shorter time frame and break 15 to 17 cents. We can then start looking at the targets on the upside. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Where's the Troot Trail? He donated $2 before the stream even started, so I gotta look at his coins. I got to look at his coins. How many people we got? We got 11 people in the chat. Wow. It's just so bearish, man. It's just so bearish. This is horrible. I just bought ZK Pass today, Gamble Play. I keep hearing security tokens. ZK. What is this? Oh, this just came out on Coinbase? Okay. Yeah, be careful with this coin. Doesn't mean it can't go up, but just be careful with it. It just came out in December, so it hasn't even been a month. Relatively low market cap, has a fixed supply. That's good. It's not fully diluted. They have a token unlock schedule, and you can see they came out with a coin, and then they're going to be releasing tokens all the way out to 2030. So for the next 4 years. So just be mindful of that and be careful. How is XCN looking? It got rejected at our box, so I don't need to do any. I'll make an update though, because this is actually getting me a couple of dollars on the videos. taking a look at Onyx Coin on the live stream. So nothing has changed, but I did want to make an update video to emphasize that we did come up and tag our area of resistance. So in order for XN to be macro bullish and have some sort of trend reversal, it does need to break this area of resistance at 2074 to 1 cent. You can see we wicked up, got rejected, price action closed below the 382. For any sort of continuation, we need to stay over 2074. And once we do break and double top at 1 cent, a breakout should send us to 1 cent 80. And then from there to the moon, we'll look at the targets on the upside. But at any point, if 2074 does break, you just made a lower high, you validated this downtrend. Next landing pad should take you to this purple box down here that we had drawn at around 2025 to 2003. I know that's a really big move down, but just be mindful of that. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Yeah, man, damn, look at this. What a monster move. Yeah, 200%. I just need to listen to myself. Look at this. Actually, you know, like I'm still waiting on this though. That's the thing. I am listening to myself, but I'm still waiting for this. So I'm not even greedy. I'm just trying to get an 80. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a 90% pump. Oh my God, 90%. Like some people that are in stocks are going to be like, oh my God, you're like gambling. You want 90%? Yeah, guys, like this, we just had Onyx Coin do a 200% in the last 2 days. We had Jasmine. What did Jasmine do? What's Jasmine doing? Crazy, man. It's just some people don't understand crypto and the opportunity. Yeah, so Jasmine did a 86% pump, which is amazing. Wow. You put in 10 grand, you take out 18K. I'll take that all day long. And then what about Shiba? Shiba had a smaller move, but I mean, you still had, what is it, like 40%? Yeah, 48% move. Wow. In one day. in 1 to 2 days. Damn. I'm waiting for it. Come on, Dogelon. Give me like 40 to 80%. Give me some sort of reversal. Jasmine got rejected at 1 cent twice. Yes, it did. I'm really hoping the guy who has $100,000. Well, he has $100,000 now. It's like 95 grand. Now on the macro time frame, it's still bearish under 1 cent 50, but we still said we had resistance here at between 96 and 1 cent 30, and we actually did come up and get stuck here. I mean, Jasmine had a massive move. It had like a 90% move. So the good thing is though, it's not like it's dumping right away. So it's still holding, you know. It's not like it's a pump and dump right now. You're consolidating. If you could create some sort of bull flag, then you should get 1 cent 50 and then 4 cent 70, which would be great. For the you know, that's how much is that? That's like $470,000 for that guy, which is crazy because he had it before. He had 400K and then he wrote it all the way down to like 60K, which, you know, that takes a lot of balls to do, man. Oh, I love that. No way. That's awesome, dude. That's how you know you're getting big, is when you got trolls in the chat. That's so funny. That is like, dude, that's so funny. It's the other guy. He probably just changed his name. It's the other guy earlier. Stop telling people. That's funny. Touche, because aren't you telling me? So does that make you a hypocrite? Because you're telling me to stop telling people, but like that's what you're doing. So you're blind, basically. So you're like blinded. But it's funny because you don't see it. I don't think, like, you know, people like that generally aren't smart enough to see it. What do you think about Monad? I think that it's releasing too many coins, or it has a crazy release schedule and it just came out. Yeah, I mean, it's a $3 billion. It's a $3 billion. All right, this guy's getting booted. He's annoying. Yeah, it was cute for a little bit, but like, I'm sorry, we're gonna, we're gonna ban you now because you're dumb, and I don't want dumb people in here. All right, Monad. What do I think about Monad? I think it has a lot of upside uh, potential, but I mean, you already had a retracement, so you already almost had a 618 retracement. So I'd say bullish over 3 cents, but if you do fall below 2 cents 40, which should probably coincide with support, yeah, 2 cents 40 to 2 cents 60, then you're probably gonna create some sort of horrible downtrend where you never end up going back up to those highs, and they start releasing coins into the circulation. So just be careful. It doesn't mean that it can't go up, but just be careful with it. How did he know you're his brother? Who? Yeah, I like it. It's like all self-projection. People are just like toxic. So like they think they're helping, but really it's like someone like that can never like put themselves out in front of an audience and have something productive to say. You know what I mean? It's like it's all self-projection because like they look at people and they're like, "Oh, like you said something, like I'm going to say something to that," you know? And it's just unfortunate, but maybe one day he'll wake up. Maybe one day that beautiful light in his brain will turn on and he'll actually, change his life around, or however the hell it works. Jasmine and Shiba pumping random is pretty bullish if you ask me. Yeah, it is. Dude, Shiba did a 40, like that's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting. And then you said Jasmine, yeah, so it is pretty exciting. Oh, also Pepe. Pepe had a monster rally. That's another one. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, Pepe had a monster rally, man, and it's still holding it. Taking a look at Pepe on the live stream. So Pepe had a monster rally. From this low, you actually went to our area of resistance at 5055 to 67, which was around 100% pump. So congratulations to whoever got into that. And if you're trading it, then congratulations. But if you're holding it, like we always say, does absolutely need to break this area of resistance, and a follow through to 5095 would be in play. And then ultimately what you want to see is breaking out of this downtrend for the next higher high. However, right now we are obviously getting rejected in the purple box, which is why we have this drawn. And if it does break below 5055, then we are probably going to come back down, make a lower low, which is obviously where I'm getting that from. But as long as you create some sort of bull flag forming, consolidating in this area of resistance, when we turn bullish again, that's when we're going to get the next move up and we can start looking at the targets on the upside. But what we don't want to see is price action break below 5055. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye. I bought 10K of Jasmine around 20. Do you mean 1 cent 60? How did he know your Vision's brother? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, how did he know? He doesn't see the similarities. I bought around 10K worth of Jasmine around, I think you mean 1 cent 60. Amelia's bracelet says they say no more tokens will till late year. So you have an option though. You have a chance then. Brother, you bought Bitcoin for 100. Well, to make content. I don't have to I don't have to justify it, but I mean, if you actually like, you. Oh, I love this. I love this, man. This is great, dude. I love trolls. It gets more people. Thank you for giving him the boot, dude. Hey Meow, can we look at Swiftcoin and Shiba? Yes, for 3 beans. Thank you so much for the 3 beans super chat. Keith Wallace says, good evening, everyone. Dogging me. How are we looking? I'll take a look at that after I look at Free Lightning So let me take a look at Swift Coin and Shiba. And thank you so much for this super chat. And thank you so much for the 13 months of membership, dude. Are we about to be bullish? Because we're getting trolls. I see we have the trolls back again. Yeah, dude. Usually the trolls don't happen until over 20 to 40 viewers, but 20 to 40 concurrent viewers. But I guess we're attempting to be bullish again, so the trolls are coming back. Yeah, so let's take a look at Swiftcoin. I don't think I need to change anything with the chart, right? Yeah, okay, so we don't need to change anything to it. Taking a look at Swiftcoin on the live stream. So I don't need to change anything with the chart. Nothing has changed from Saturday's update video. Like we said before, this is support at 2037. We respected this area of support. We have this area boxed as resistance because like we said, for any sort of continuation up, you need to break this area of resistance. However, traders will be taking profits here and this is resistance. So as we stated, you had a nice move, 90% move on Swiftcoin, and obviously got rejected, and we're experiencing some sort of pullback right now. I don't know where it's headed. I mean, if we get like the best case scenario is you just get the next move up and you actually go extremely overbought and you break out of this. If you're holding it, you really need to break this area of resistance and have price action maintain over it for some sort of uptrend forming on the shorter and bigger time frame. And then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. But this is bearish. You don't want to see coming up here for a retracement, coming back down, and because most likely you're going to make a lower low and validate this downtrend that we're forming. So none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. And then you said Shiba. Ooh, I like Shiba. Too bad I didn't buy it. Yeah, even if I had put my Dojo on Mars and Shiba, I would have made, how much is it? Like $5,000. So I would have been at $7,500, which is like just $2,500. But would I have sold? I don't know. Let me see. Yes, I would have, because what do we always say? 236-282 retracement, which is where I have my Dojo on Mars sell target. I actually would have hit it. So unfortunate, but it's okay. Of course. It's always the coins that you don't have that go up. So with Shiba Inu, first of all, in the macro time frame, it's still bearish. I mean, there's nothing bullish until it breaks 401, which we're in 5087. So it's not that far away, but obviously you're still consolidating in this macro area that is bearish. Now, in the shorter time frame, like we just showed you, you have resistance at 98, which it actually already tagged, and then 4012, which does coincide with macro 236 from the high to the low. So we could box it here and say, hey, as long as price action doesn't break over this level, then you probably are going to get a sell-off and back down to 5059. If you do break out of here, then we can start looking at the targets on the upside, and then 4018 for the next big move will be in play. But that's pretty much it. None of this is, oh wait, I don't think I recorded that, but damn, oh well. I guess no video on Shiba Inu, but it's okay. And yeah, thank you so much for the $3. I really appreciate that. In the 13 months of membership, man. That's awesome. Thank you. Appleman says, yeah, 1 cent 60. So you bought $10,000. You bought 10,000. Did you say $10,000? Let me see. I bought 10K worth of Jasmine. Oh yeah, so you bought $10,000. So how much is that? So it's like 30,000 coins. No, yeah, 30,000 coins. So you should be at around $9,000, right? No. 40. Oh no, you should. Damn, you bought kind of high, huh? Yeah, you should be at like $5,000 right now. So you're actually down 50%, a little bit less than 50%. So $5,000 to $6,000. But are you still holding it, Appleman? I see we have trolls. Yeah, I read that. Pleasure to be here. What's up, Oliver? Hello to your group. Have you looked at SWAL lately? Not if nobody asked for it. I know it's been one way, but just maybe finally bottomed down 98%. Curious your thoughts, Coinbase chart. Yo, Oliver, bro, I'm on the same boat as you. Look at my coin. Like, maybe like I think that it's bottomed every single time we get a sell off. Okay, so I've thought we've been bottomed out with my coin, man. So first of all, no worries. You can always come in here and ask for swell. I will look at it, and no judgment, obviously. And obviously we had a chart here, but yeah, I mean, it's just a gamble, right? There's nothing good on this chart. Like if you know if I was looking at this chart or any sort of like trying to grow my portfolio, this isn't something. This is something I would maybe put in $1,000 because it back up to its all-time high. It'll be like 30 grand, and I could just make 20 grand or whatever it'll be, and whenever I sell. But I don't like the chart. I don't like the fact that it's not fully diluted. It does have a total fixed supply, so I'm assuming it's not inflationary. However, you only have 40% in circulation, so the fact that they are going to be releasing more coins into circulation makes it by default inflationary until it's fully diluted. Now, I would say you said Coinbase chart, right? Yeah, it came out on Coinbase. Yeah, I mean, if you're trading it, and if you're trying to just get out, or if you're trading it and you're buying now in hopes of it to have some sort of reversal, then you have a chance of getting out at 2 zeros 36 to 6, which as of today is around 100 to 300% pump. Keep in mind, when we bottomed here and when we did establish a floor, I would have said the same thing, where we would have drawn our fib here, and we would have said, hey, this is resistance, so nothing's bullish until you break this area. So you did have the opportunity to sell here if you did buy the bottom for 100 and 144%, but that's all she wrote. Once you broke this previous floor, you had a nasty capitulation of 78% for whatever reason. So that's what I think about swell. And yeah, thank you so much for coming by and asking. Smash Toshi, welcome. Appleman says 2:18 a.m. for me right now. Too bullish to sleep. Well, let me see. Do you have your sell targets? Do you need a sell target, or do you have your sell targets for? Yeah, it does look really bullish. On the shorter time frame, you already tagged resistance at 95. You might get another. I mean, dude, you got it at 16, so you're looking at another 67%. That's not impossible because, yeah, I mean, there's really no fib there, but I mean, you could even go as high as 2 cents for a 618 retracement. That would be your best bet. That would catch a lot of people off guard if it actually does go up to the 786 and then gets stuck there, makes a lower high, invalidates this downtrend. But that's what you're hoping for. So if I was in JSME, if I was in JSME and if I were you, that's probably where I would hope to sell, which is 22, and be done with it if I'm over JSME. But if you think this thing's gonna run, then it's irrelevant because you're waiting for JSME to go back up to 12 cents, 28 cents, and so on. Free Lightning Sense, thank you for looking at these again. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate all your support, man. Thank you. Aloe says, I thought SHIB was the worst dinosaur coin. Now I think it might be Litecoin. Yeah, dude, Litecoin's not even moving. I think if anybody were getting into crypto, I think if anybody new were getting into crypto, this is probably the safest coin to buy. I would be like, hey, just buy Litecoin. Don't bother gambling. And, I'm gambling because I'm trying to get 100x, but anybody that's, well established and doesn't have to worry about anything, this would be the best coin to get into because you can't really go wrong with this. I mean, it's in a 10-year uptrend. It has having very low supply. I mean, it's Litecoin. It's the second or the third, whatever, biggest cryptocurrency in the world. Hey, you can't hit that button. Wow, my cat just turned on my scanner. Yeah, so I mean, you're in a 10-year uptrend. You're making higher highs. You wouldn't even you would not be losing any. You would be either broken even, or you would be in profit right now, dollar cost averaging and accumulating Litecoin. Man, I can barely even talk. I need coffee or something. Man, I need a 3x on degen to break even. Bro. Whoa, wait, what the? That's the wrong chart. That can't be right. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, DGen looks so bearish. Hold on, we'll see. We'll see if we can find some hopium for you. Well, that's not a 3x. 618 retracement is only a 2x. So, yeah, man, you got a long ways to go. Are they releasing coins? Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it's fully diluted as of last year, so... But I wonder why they're still... Do they burn coins? They probably burn coins and we don't know about it, right? Let's look at the Ether scan. Oh, I guess it's not on Ether. Oh, yeah, it is. No, there's like nothing on Ethereum. Let's check base scan. Bro, what the hell? Like, I'm gonna go blind. There we go. Yeah, there's no dead, right? There's no dead. Yeah, where is the rest of the supply? Solana? Bro. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well. Free Lightning. Silver Days is in the house. Let's go. Thanks, appreciate it. You're welcome, Oliver. LTC for sure. If we're getting that super cycle, anything is possible with coins like Jasmine or Dogelon. Yes, please. I think so. I think we're going to get alt season. I mean, how are we not supposed to get alt season, man? That's why I'm still holding it. And it's going to be the biggest comeback game ever. Everybody that doubted me. Everyone that's like, oh, man, you don't know what you're talking about. Yo, I'm about to get this bag. This thing, like, it's just funny because we're going to look at this one day and it's going to be all the way back up here. And I'm going to be super happy. Or we're going here. We better get that super cycle. Who thought Z-Trash would go to the moon before Litecoin? Bro, yeah. Man, I could have bought so much Zcash. I could have bought so much Zcash back at 20 bucks. Even 20, I was looking at it, buying it at 20, not even 15. Bro, I would have been up 30x. If I had what I had in Dogelon in here, I would have had like 500 Gs. Sad story. It's okay though. Can you do SMX? It's a stock. Yeah, let me look at Zcash first though. Taking a look at Zcash on the live stream. So nothing really changed with the chart. So we had a 618 retracement. Now we came back down and retested this area of resistance at support between 375 and 426. It's really good that the price action is actually closing over this level at 426. I do think that if we do close over this level and start breaking out of this downtrend, double top and break the 618, then you're probably looking at an explosive move back up to 737, like a Boeing 737, and then the next higher high at around 1274. However, for whatever reason, if we come up and get stuck at the 0.5, make a lower high and validate this downtrend, then there's nowhere else for it to go but back down to 375. But so far, so good. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Did I miss you talking about dogging me? Sorry, watching a new Netflix series. You're watching Love is Blind. This guy's watching Married at First Sight. Okay. That's fine. I didn't actually do it. I forgot, so thank you for asking again. Yeah, so dog and me, nothing has happened with the price action and the chart. Obviously, you're getting this. You got this move. It's around 65%. You're not even in resistance right now, so you're not getting rejected at any major area of resistance. So maybe there's some juice left. Now you are looking at resistance at 3025 to 3036. You do absolutely need to break this area and invalidate this downtrend for it to be bullish. But just keep in mind, I know you're holding it, so it doesn't really matter. But traders will be taking profits here, if not already at 60%. So, you could still come back up here, get stuck, and come back down, make a lower low, and validate this downtrend we're in. So just make sure you are aware of that. Demon says, can you look at SMX? It's a stock. I hate looking at stocks, but I guess I have to grow, so I'll take a look at stocks. SMX, Security Matters, public limited company. What is this? What is this really, really, really interesting looking coin stock? What is this, man? I'm sorry, but am I looking at the right thing? Because what's so different from a shit coin and this stock? Is this actually listed? You're telling me this stock was over $1 million? Hold on, let me see. $28, yeah. Oh yeah, it was, dude, what the hell is this? It's down 100% from all-time high. Yo, I mean, if you're gambling, then that's one thing, but I don't know what you're trying to accomplish with this. You already actually had a 236 retracement. So, I mean, from this low at $3, wow. Look at this. I need to gamble on these stocks, right? So the stock hit $3 and then you had a massive rally that was like 160x back up to $300. So you actually did over 100x on this stock. And then obviously you got rejected at the 236 and you're coming back down. This is bearish. This is bearish. I mean, I'd say you have long ways to go in order for it to be bullish in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, it's still bearish. If you get a reversal back up, I'd say 10x to another 100x. But what's the market cap on this? Do we know the market cap? Let's see. The market cap is only 29 million. So, I mean, yeah, even 100x is going to put it at like 2 billion market cap. I don't know what it was before, but it's definitely a gamble. I just personally wouldn't be buying when it's already up like 10x. Thanks for looking, man. With DGen, I'll just hope and wait for a random pump and dump in a year or so. I mean, you would get it this year. Yeah, what do you think right now about Bitcoin and the overall market right now? Any updates? Yeah, so I just made an update video this morning, super early. Damn. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean, we're still in this bear flag forming. Hold on, I gotta take this off. Okay, so we actually used the 20-day and 50-day simple moving average as support, which is actually maintaining this structure and this uptrend. I really want to see Bitcoin over 91.3, but I've been saying that for a couple weeks now, and every single time we talk about that, we get rejected and smacked back down into this macro area support. I mean, if we were to get any sort of move or any sort of reversal to the upside, it has to be now. Like, it literally has to be within the next week. Otherwise, we're probably going to come back down. Otherwise, we will come back down and retest this uptrend as support. And depending on how bearish it is, you're going to come back down to 83 and break down. And if that's the capitulation, then you're probably going to go land on 70 within the next couple months. But so far, so good. I mean, you did get a bounce from the moving averages. And as long as we get over 91.3 again, 95's in play, and hopefully we can have rotation into altcoins, and hopefully I can get rich off of that. But technically, we never got alt season. I never sold, so I'm just in the waiting room, unfortunately. So if I have to wait another two, I mean, at that point, it's just waiting this year and next year. So it's like, you know, at this point, I'll just wait and hold it for the next like 2 years, because, you know, we already had the opportunity to sell, but we didn't. So it's okay. You live and you learn. Yeah, wow. Like it's just crazy that Dogecoin actually did a 5x, which is insane. What a big move. I think yeah, like it's just crazy. You know, you have 10K and it goes to 50K. Luckily I sold some at the 0.5, but you have 10K, it goes to 50K like in like a month, and then your 10K somehow ends up being $5,000. Like it's just crazy. Crazy movement there. Zcash's primordial soup coin. Did I miss you? Oh, you read that? Demon says, yeah, can you take a look at Blast? Yo, what's up, Malthale? Yeah, hey, man, I got your comment earlier. I work Monday through Friday, so I have to live stream at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I can't live stream anytime earlier than that, so I do apologize, but I mean, you know, unless you want to give me like $1 million, and then I'll live stream whenever you want me to, but other than that, like, it has to be 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Mondays and Fridays. When a stock chart looks like that, it's because they do reverse splits. Yeah, how many reverse splits did they do? Yeah, let me take a look at Blast. We haven't taken a look at Blast in a while. Yeah, this is super bearish. I mean, it never you ended up having the opportunity to sell, and then you just got smacked back down. So, I mean, we're gonna look at, you know, the same targets. Bearish under, you know, you have an opportunity to sell. If you're holding it, then you need to break this area. 2016 to 2028 is resistance. I mean, you're very bearish. You're attempting to break these moving averages, the 20 and the 50-day. So you might get some sort of bigger move to 201, which is around 100% pump. That's pretty nice. But if you're holding it, then just be careful, because you could still come back up to the box, break down, make a lower low like you did last time. Keith Wallace says, I already read that. Bitcoin Cash still looks like a possible breakout. What's up, Pokemon fan? Let's go. It might go to $5 and then it will go to $300 again. Imagine. This stock has 10 reverse splits. Dude, more than that probably. What was it? What did you want me to look at? BCH? Bitcoin Cash? Yeah, wow. I mean, on the macro time frame, you never came. Actually, you did. You did come down. So that's perfect. This is exactly why we do that. I mean, very bullish, and you got another breakout. So taking a look at Bitcoin Cash on the live stream. So very, 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 very bullish on Bitcoin Cash right now. Looks like you're attempting to double top and break out. Keep in mind that on the macro time frame, you're still bullish over 321 and 434. Last time you had a correction, you didn't quite come down and tag it, although you came very close to support before you got the next reversal. You're over all the moving averages right now. 200-day moving average is sitting at around $552. Price is at $634. So very, very, very bullish. It looks like double top breakout, $891, and then $1,600 are both targets on the upside that are in play right now. Anything past that, I don't know. But on the downside, if we get a correction, this area needs to hold. You're probably forming some sort of giant base before the next breakout at that point. But if this area does break down, then I'd say the top is in, and you are going to get a bigger correction back down to 140 to 197. But we don't need to worry about that, because this thing looks like it's about to break out. So none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. That's a bull trap. Stock futures just dropped off hard. Look at Turbo and Shiba. I lost 4K on Dogelon Mars. I'm depressed. Yeah, I lost a little bit more than I lost more than that, man. So don't be depressed. It's fine. Just remember, you could get it all back in like 1 week. What's up with Tezos? Tezos sucks. That's what's up with it. But I mean, we'll take a look at it because obviously you have the coin. So let's not TZX, right? No, TXZ. What is it? XTZ. Damn, I knew it was those 3 letters though. XTZ. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so I mean, our chart played out. You literally came up to support to resistance, and keep in mind, like this is literally what people need to be afraid of, right? You have a retracement, and that's all it is. If it's not bullish, you're just having nonstop retracements, and then you're just making lower lows across the board. So that's exactly what you had last time. So I mean, Tezos is a gamble right now. You could go up. It's a 15x back up to its all-time high. But you could also come back up, make a lower high, and get stuck at resistance between 88 and $1.38. So just be mindful of that. If you're trading it, then that's where you're going to take profits. If you're holding it, you absolutely need to break this area of resistance, and then we could start saying, hey, there's an uptrend forming. We're starting to break out, and then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. But until that happens, none of that, like it's just going to be a retracement. And although your portfolio is going to go up, if you don't sell, it's probably going to go right back down like it's happened every single time with Tezos and a lot of coins. Let me take a look at Turbo for Harlem Fashion, and don't worry about your Dogelon. Yeah, nothing's happened with Turbo. Taking a look at Turbo on the live stream, so nothing has changed from our last week's update video or the last video we made. We saw resistance at 2024 to 34. Right now, it does look like we actually got rejected at the 100-day simple moving average. Came up, got rejected, but it's still, regardless, it's still bearish under 2024. What you really want to see is price action getting over this area and then breaking out of this downtrend. So you have long ways to go in order for any sort of uptrend to start forming and starting to look at the targets on the upside. So until it breaks this area of resistance, which does coincide with this downtrend, it's unfortunately still bearish. And 2013 is still support. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. What's up with Tezos? I already said it. Thank you, bro. You're welcome, Pokemon fan. What's the update with Shiba and Turbo? I just did Turbo. I actually did Shiba earlier, so give me 1 second. Thanks, bro. I'm probably just gonna ape in. Wait, you're gonna ape into what? Oh, Tezos? But it already had a move. You're already up from the low. Yeah, man, you're already up, 41%. That's crazy. You're up 41% right now. I mean, you're really banking on the fact that you're getting a reversal back up to this area, so you at least have an opportunity to make profit. But keep in mind, on the shorter time frame for Tezos, you are actually in resistance right now. So although it's bearish on the macro time frame, on the shorter time frame, you're kind of risking it because you could still get rejected at this box under 63 cents, and you could still get rejected here and come all the way back down and make a lower low. So I don't want to talk you out of it, but just, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Just do it. YOLO. I'm down 3K on Turbo, shaking my head. Yeah, but just remember, when we start getting these pumps, definitely really consider, if you're over it, just consider taking your money out, At least you're not going to be selling the bottom. Like, even if you bought Tezos, right? Even if you bought Tezos, now you have the opportunity to sell at 40%. So Oh my gosh, is that Echo YGO? Bro, best Edison format player in the world, man. Seriously. This guy's one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh players that has ever existed on the planet Earth. I'm not even joking. He's very good. Very, very, very good. I remember I was once I was once the first guy on your chart in your chats since you started. We used to be a Dojalon channel. Well, yeah, because I've had Dojalon since 2023. So that's like when I really started taking my channel serious was October, November of 2023. So yeah, Echo. Hey guys, it's Echo YGO coming at you with a new video on how I wrecked every single person, every single duelist I dueled in my locals. Yeah, I remember I used to just talk about OXT and then I expanded the channel into like talking about everything else. Yo, man, the Echo, the Y, the G, the O. Let's go. Ladies. Hey, ladies. Let's have some fun. And I'm not going to say the rest of that song, but if you know, you know. Let's see. Yeah, so Ladies is doing literally nothing. It's just stuck in this channel, which is horrible. Taking a look at Ladies, Milady meme on the live stream. So you're actually stuck in this channel right now, and we need to kind of redraw our entire chart because it's so bearish. Now you have resistance at around 7 zeros 27 to 7 zeros 49. Keep in mind that this does still validate the downtrend that we're in this channel. So you could still theoretically come back to this area, make a lower high, and get stuck and come back down. So for any sort of trend reversal and uptrend forming, you do absolutely need to break this area of resistance, which we outboxed. So none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. And then we got to do USCR. Yeah, 4 cents. Dude, this thing looks like it wants to break out. That guy's a millionaire, man. That guy came in here and he's up like 8x. Bro, he's going to make it. Taking a look at USCR, United States Crypto Reserve, on the live stream. So nothing has happened. Nothing has changed from our last chart. Clearly, we got stuck at the 618. Right now, we're attempting to break back over 5 cents 40. And when we do that, we'll double top breakout. Next area of resistance should be between 10 cents and 21 cents. And then once that breaks, the higher high target at the 1618 is around $1.89. It doesn't necessarily have to go to that level, but once you do double top here and break out, then you are looking at all-time highs around 21 cents to $1.89. Who knows where it's going to top. Now on the downside, it needs to stay over 2 cents 30. If it doesn't, it's no longer macro bullish and you're probably in for a much deeper correction, but we don't need to worry about that right now because it's so far off from that target. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. All right. Ooh, what is that? That's nice. Echo YGO says BTC to the moon. Let's go. Is Algorand that? Dude, probably. I remember when they first listed Algo on Coinbase too. I remember I was there for almost every single listing, and these coins just aren't doing anything. Yeah, Algorand, there's nothing to look at. I mean, you have a small little bounce, but what do we always say? You're probably getting stuck at the 236382. So if you're trading it, this is where traders are going to be taking profits, which you already did, right? You already came up here. You had a 35% pump, and you're like, okay, thanks for my 35%, and seller stepped in. You have a lot of resistance to break before you're any sort of bullish on this chart. So it's, Alderaan, unfortunately, didn't make it in Star Wars, and it's not going to make it here. Oliver, here's another one for you, Meow. Clinker. Yeah, I've seen that one before. TokenBot. It got listed on Coinbase recently. I'll have to come in here more often. Your UIK and to the point. I'm assuming you're saying that I am okay and to the point. Yes. It's like an assembly line. You give me your coins and I take a look at it. And then if you become a millionaire, you have to remember me because I helped you. Oh my gosh, wrong coin. Token bots. There we go. Yeah, we have a chart for token bot. Yeah, so this thing is yeah. It's probably the 786618. Yeah, it is. Okay. Unfortunately, you're actually coming back and retesting that as resistance now. So that's not good. So a lot of stuff just happened, but we'll just start off here. So you have resistance. Unfortunately, you broke down. You didn't hold a shorter area of support, but you did hold technically $23, which is the next macro area of support. So just remember that $23 is the next area of support if we do get a breakdown for whatever reason. But breaking up and going up or even consolidating, you're putting in a base here, and then you have resistance at $40 to $51. A break over that should send you to $76. And once you break that, then I'd say it's bullish to the moon, and we could take a look at all the targets on the upside. So however, keep in mind you already came back up to this area and got rejected. So obviously traders took profits, 65%, put in 10 grand, take out 16K. I'll take that all day long. So it's all about aloe rand. Yo, let's go aloe. What's aloe vera doing? Or sorry, no, what's Vara doing? Aloe Vara. Oh, aloe Vara. It's a good one. Look at this. What a monster move, man. What a monster move. 114%. It's crazy. Quick and to the point. Yes, I don't like wasting time. What kind of software are you using? Well, I'm using TradingView, I'm using Dex Screener, and then I'm using CoinMarketCap. I'd love to look at charts all day. I don't look at charts all day. I look at charts at 5 p.m. when I go live. Nice, thank you. You're welcome. Robin, I'm glad you can make it. We're just going to have to wait until Batman gets here, and then we can take a look at Banker for you. Aloe says, oh, damn, it's actually holding up. It is actually holding up. That's pretty good. Robin says, Banker coin. Oh, wait, you've been here before. It's been a while, huh? I remember, I mean, this is, what, do we have a chart on this? I think we should have a chart on this, right? You've definitely asked for this coin before. Yeah, you've definitely asked, or someone's definitely asked for this coin. It's just, what's the pairing? I'm assuming it's Uniswap liquidity. Damn, 1.9 million liquidity. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, so you're getting a reversal right now, but like we always say, just be careful because, I mean, if you bought the bottom, that's great. But if you're a holder, just keep in mind that you already came back up to this, and this is technically a retracement. So for any sort of continuation, you need to absolutely stay over 3021. If it doesn't, you're going to come back down, make a lower low, and unfortunately, you're in this channel. So we would just look at the next areas of support, which would be like 4098. So, but I really don't want to look at that because this looks like kind of a gamble play. But if we do break this area of resistance, which we're getting stuck at right now, 3048 previous high, and then token bot to 204 would be in play. You're looking at over a 10x. So for easy, it's 16x, but for easy math, let's just say it's a 10x. You're looking at 240 million. So very small market cap if this thing reverses back up and decides to make all-time highs. But remember, key area is 3020. If that fails, you're going to break down and make a lower low. I got scammed by Charlie. What's up, Carrion? What? Who? Carrion, you've been here before, right? I can't tell based off of your profile picture, but I feel like I've seen your profile picture, and you've definitely been in this chat before. So welcome to live stream. And what do you mean you got scammed by Charlie? Who's Charlie? Robin says yes. Damn meow, pulling the ladies. What do you mean? Pulling the ladies, man. What? Oh, because all the profile pictures. No, it's just you guys are probably 50-year-old grown men, dude. I'm not falling for this, bro. I'm getting catfished. I'm a married man. Talking to grown ass men. Looking at crypto online. That's funny, Aloe. What does it do? Can't believe I got rugged by Charlie. What are you talking about? Can't believe I got rugged by Charlie. Is that a coin? Am I missing something? Charlie? Yo, you did you buy Charlie Kirk coin or something? Is that what you're talking about? Charlie. Oh, or is it this? Oh my god, dude, don't okay, yo, please don't tell me you bought this coin. I don't even know what this coin is, but it's 23,000 market cap, so have you done XPL? No, but I could take a look at it. Who's Charlie? Charlie Basecoin dog. Okay, hold on. Charlie Basecoin dog. Oh, this one? Wait, no. Charlie Basecoin. Which one's base? Oh, this one. Oh, yeah, it is that coin. Damn, bro. Yo. Oh my god. That's so, I'm so sorry. I hope you didn't put, all your life saving in here. Yep, I'm a regular. I should have taken profits when it was 4x a few weeks ago, and then it tanked. Yeah, but, now you know. So, it's like a learning lesson, but I hope you didn't lose too much money. So now you know, why we look at these small areas of resistance, because, just take your money and run. You'll be a lot happier making a 2x, 3x, rather than holding and then unfortunately getting rugged. But I'm with you. I do the same thing. So, I can't, I can't really, I understand where you're getting that from. Yo, Oliver for 5 beans. Let's go. Thank you so much for the $5, man. That's awesome. Have viewed a number of your videos, becoming a fan. Let's go, Oliver. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you. And whenever you need updates or whatever, just come in the live streams or comment on my videos, and I'll upload a video for you when I get a chance, because, that's what we do. We look at these videos on the live streams, and then we post them afterwards. Stop buying garbage. That's the one. That was base. Go back. No, you were looking at it, dude. Wait, this one? So it was this one. Yeah, it's the same one. 4017, 6017. 4017, 4017. Yeah, this is it. This is the right one. Screw these scammers. Nah, I'll live, but it does suck. They're risky now. I figured it out. It would go up even more if Bitcoin went up. A lesson learned. Yeah, exactly. And like that's why we look at like areas of resistance and stuff too. So at least you have some sort of gauge, and you can say, okay, like, hey, like this is resistance, or and the next area of resistance would have been here. So you actually would have had an opportunity to sell for 100x and then a 200x or even more, right? Because it technically did a 4x, right? 300%. So you were up like 300%. But yeah, I mean, I get it. You just want the coin to go up forever. I've made the same mistake too. Dude, that's so funny. Aloe, you are crazy, man. That is crazy. I feel like Aloe's bored. What am I missing? Did I miss any coins? Let's see. Yeah, so USCR and then ladies. I'm a lady meme coin, so I'm such a troll. You're just bored. I get it. I do the same thing in Vision's live stream, man. So it's okay. I get it. It's okay, Carrion. Lesson learned, though. Now you know. Hold on, let me see. These cats are meowing outside. I think they're hungry. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Hey, you hungry? Okay, hold on. All right, well, we've been live for about an hour and 10 minutes now. So Vision would ban me for this, though. He almost did. No, he wouldn't ban. Dude, you're like a regular there, even though you haven't been there in a while. But yeah, I gotta go feed the outdoor cats. So we've been live for about an hour and 10 minutes. So, and I gotta do all the video editing and post them afterwards. So thank you so much for coming by. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. I will be live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all the members, all the subscribers, all the super chats. Thank you so much for all your support. Have a great day tomorrow, and I'll catch you. Hey, I'm getting pretty good at the outro. All right, I'm getting very good at this outro. I feel like I had to like write it down to like remember it, but eventually you do it so much it kind of like rolls off the tip of your tongue. Anyways, have a great Friday tomorrow, and I will see. Hopefully, I'll see everybody in tomorrow's live streams.